everyone, it's Miriam. Welcome to the weekly Zodiac for the month of Shvat, the month of Aquarius. So if we look at the actual name of the month, we see a lot of the inherent energy of the month. So Shvat stands for the three letters Sheyeh Bisurot Tovot, that we should hear good news this month. It's been such a crazy year, such a hard year, but this month we should all really step into Shvat saying that we're going to hear good news. Amen for everyone. Now the sign of the month is the Aquarius, or the bucket, the Deli. Now it says about the Jewish people in Mazel Yisrael that we have no Mazel, that we're above Mazel, we're above the constellation. But yet it also says that our Mazel is actually the bucket. Our Mazel is the Deli. So the fact that the Jewish people, that our constellation, that our Mazel is the bucket, really means that our essence as a nation is very much intertwined with the essence of the month. So if we really step into understanding the month of Shvat, we really understand not only the month, but we understand really our essence as a nation, our essence as the Jewish people. And as we're going to see, this month is really not just a month connected to the Jewish people as a nation, but it's really a month connected to the entire world. Because it says in Deuteronomy that on the 11th month, which is this month of Shvat, Moses, he started to translate the Torah into 70 languages. So the 70 languages are connected to the 70 nations that Moses translated the Torah during this month. That the Torah is not just something that is meant for the Jewish people. The Torah is given for the entire humanity, for all nations, for the entire world, that God's truth, which is inherent in his Torah, should permeate the entire world. So meaning that our essence as a people, as a nation, really is to step into the essence of ourselves and the essence of this month, which is really to spread the light of Torah, spread the light of godly consciousness to the entire world. Now, what's the idea, again, of a bucket, of a Deli? The whole idea of a bucket is that it's something that draws water. The bucket is something that takes in water, you fill it up, and the water is then given over. It waters other things. Now, what is the idea of water? It says, Ein mayim ela Torah in the Talmud. That just like water is our most basic need, it's our most basic need for human sustenance, so too we have to know that the entire world is vivified at its core through the Torah. And that it's really all connected, because our connection to the Torah is really what is our connection to this idea of us being above Mazel. That our connection to Torah connects us to infinity. And because we are connected to infinity, we are not connected. We're not limited by what is our Mazel. What does the constellation say about what is possible for us? But we are able to step into being above Mazel, specifically during this month, and we are able to step into possibilities that we never thought were possible for ourselves. And we really see this in the idea of that the numerology for the idea of bucket, for Deli, is when we spell out the word bucket in numerology. There's different ways of spelling it out in numerology. So either we could take the word and we can actually take each word and the numerology of each letter and spell it out. But there's another way of counting numerology in Hebrew when we take the actual letters and we spell out the letters. So Dalet is not just Dalet, it's Dalid, Dalid, Lamed, Dalid. So when we take the word Deli and we spell out the letters in full, what do we get? We get 8 times the word Galgal. And Galgal means planet or constellation. So what is that saying? So 7 is the idea of being in nature, being limited by nature, by the laws of nature. And 8 is the idea of being above nature. So what is this really saying about us as a nation? It's saying that we are not limited by nature. That the Deli, the essence of the Deli, is 8, is the number 8, is 8 times nature, 8 times what is really limited and possible for us by the laws of nature. And in this month, we have this ability to step into infinity, to Ayin, which really is the mazel of the Jewish people, that we're not limited by nature. We have the ability not to be limited by what is the natural order of things, but especially specifically during this month, we have the ability to tap into the above nature essence of our soul. Now, what is our essence and how do we really utilize it, implement it in this month? So the idea of a bucket, what's the idea of the bucket? The idea of a bucket is to give and to receive. It takes in the water and then it waters other things. So that is really tapping into what is the essence and the spiritual framework of the world, because God is constantly giving to us. We are constantly receivers of His light and of His love. But we have to realize that our job in this world, because we are created in the image of God, and our job in this world is to switch from becoming receivers, just for ourselves, to really becoming givers, to really sharing our light, sharing our essence, sharing our mission, spreading ourselves out to give to others in this world. And again, that's really connected to the essence of the month, being connected to the essence of the Jewish people, which is really not just about ourselves. God didn't just give us the Torah, but He gave us the Torah in order for us to spread, to share that light and to the entire world, to all the nations of the world. So this month, again, teaches us about giving. That giving is not about us. It's not about us. It's really about when we're able to really give, it's because we're tapping into our God-given essence, our God-given abilities, which allows us to give in a way that we're not limited by our capabilities, by what we think we could do, what we think is within our vessel to do. But again, we have no mazel. So we have the ability to connect to infinity, and we have the ability to connect into giving even in ways that we never thought were possible for ourselves and for the entire world. And in this month, we can really accomplish that. It's a month to really know that through connecting to the essence of this tzli, of this bucket, of our essence, which is above mazel and is connected to infinity, we can accomplish so much, way more than what we think is possible for ourselves. So wishing you all an amazing week, and looking forward to sharing more about the essence of this month next week. And really, every one of us should think of ways that we can really be taking in God's light, the light of Torah, and really taking it in not just for ourselves, but really how this month we have the ability to share that light with others, share that light with the world. And it's really not just from our own capabilities, but really because we're connected to infinity, we're connected to the essence of God. So we're able to really connect to the essence of ourselves in a way that's really more than we think is possible for ourselves. Have a beautiful, beautiful week.